Hi everyone. I've been getting a lot of questions lately on about how to tag Cavy ears, and while there's some videos out there, I haven't quite seen ones that were up close enough to see the fine details. So I'm going to record how I tag cavies, and hopefully you'll be able to see up close some of the things other folks are talking about when you go to tag your cavy. So first off, I have just your typical tagging pliers. I have the springs removed just out of preference, but it kind of keeps it from snapping back and lets me have a little bit more control over my tagging. You're going to notice that there's a longer upper side that curls over, and then there's a smaller bottom with a hook that goes up in it. And this will correspond with your ear tag because there is a shorter side with a poker on the end that's going to go through, and there's a longer side with the hole. So when you're going to go do your clamping, you're going to be trying to get a sharp point through the hole, and when it's successfully tagged, you're going to see the little end piece of the sharp point fold over to fully clasp the tag. And this is how you know your tagging's actually permanent and complete. Otherwise, it can come free. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at the tag. So here's the short side, no number. Now here's the number side with the hole. This is what we're going to want up front on the top of the cavy's ear to see it, and we're going to want it to be the right side up. You don't want the tag flipped with just no number under the ear. It's preferable that you have it up and flipped the right way so they're not flipping your cavy around trying to read the number. So when you see your tag, find the point where it's legible to see. So this tag is 62. Sometimes I have to turn them. Sometimes the stamping's not entirely complete. Okay, so now we've identified the hole and the number and the sharp side that's going to go through the hole. Don't mind my hands, they're pretty chewed up because I'm pretty active with the animals. So now we have our tagging pliers. The side with the divot, the longer side, is going to be receiving the sharper point. So it's kind of simple where you find long side of tag. Again, seeing that your numbers are legible. This is how I do it. Put in the top teeth, and you're gonna have the pointy bit lining up to go through that hole and hit that little divot up top. Now you can try it a few different ways to see how it fits with it being like this. Sometimes my tooth doesn't go through the hole quite the same. Sometimes I have to slightly rotate it into there. And when you clamp, you need to squeeze a little bit further so that the sharp point folds over onto it. Now I'm also just double checking that my number is going to be on the legible part and rotate it the right way. So often I will just put my tag in my pliers ahead of time with the number so I know where it's at and set it down. Now, people have asked how I hold my cavy. It's a little different doing it on the camera, but effectively, since I know where my tag is and the way I want the number read, I'm going to be looking to have the number facing on the right way on the outside. Let's see, this is tricky on the camera. So you're going to have the pokey side going up from under the ear. Now when you do the ear, like she has, come back. She has a hem on her ear. She does not want to get held. See how she's got to fold? You're going to want to try to fold that out. Otherwise, you may take too much ear with the tag and it may crinkle it in. And if they're younger, try to give a little bit of space to grow. The next thing people usually ask is, where on the ear am I tagging? Ideally, you're going to want to tag closer at the top of the ear so that it doesn't come down and obscure and distract in the center part of the ear. So I'm usually grabbing up near the top where there's a little bit more fur. How close you put it up to the Cavy's head's up to you. I try not to do it too close where it's thicker and meaty, just when it starts to get flat. And I kind of just fold out the ear like this. And I have the Cavy up against my body. So really their butts, trying to get them close to the crook of my arm the best I can. I am kind of leaning over while I do this. So now that I have the ear out and flat, oh my goodness, girly. She does not want to do this. I take my clamp that already has that, pokey side down, align it, try to get it straight. Keep folding the ear out flat if there is a bit. I'm going to keep it straight as possible. It's hard to see, but I'm trying to leave a little bit of space at the end in case she grows. And I don't want to tag it too far back. Sometimes, if it's hard to do it, oh, she's being a pickle. Sometimes if you have to, you can slide it down. Just watch that you're not squeezing the clamp before you're ready. Come on, honey. There. And that's a good spot. And clamp. And success. So now you can see that the pointy bit is folded over. That means the tag is held. And now when I flip her the right way, this ear tag is readable. See how the tab closed over? She got a little hair over here, but if I look at that, 62. And that little piece is folded over. And we didn't dent in the ear, which it happens when you start sometimes. And now, when you view her from the side, you can see it. That one's maybe a little bit low. I would have gotten a little higher, but this was a little tricky doing a video and doing it. But normally I'd put it up just a little closer, but she was squirming pretty bad. Anyways, I hope that helps those of you who have had questions about tagging and just how I intend to do it. Let me know if you have anything else you want to see. Thanks.